hammer. Nice. Fitting for Janik. I will say for your sledgehammer, Marshall, it is enchanted, so it has something of a instantaneous second strike, if that makes sense. There's hammers like this in real life, which are not obviously military grade, but they're damn hilarious. Where someone like ties like an explosive or a shotgun shell to the end of a sledgehammer, so that when you hit something with it, it detonates. It's something like that, except magic.
So kind of like the rune hammer from the Dawnforge DLC of Skyrim.
Yes, actually, yeah.
That could really slam some flesh walls. Anyways, flesh walls.
It's not. It spreads it out for structural damage, not necessarily flesh damage. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is it basically does maximum damage to structures.
Oh, sick.
It replaces an entire subclass from the Tautori campaign kit.
Siege weapon.
Siege weapon.
It makes sense too.
You're gonna backstab him with a fucking ballista?
Imagine rolling up a ballista behind a creature stealthily, like, shh. Oh man, I'd pay to see that. A creature, a humanoid, medium-sized, and some like a team of people rolling up an entire fucking ballista behind them quietly. Alright, on my mark, ready, pulled it. And they just get fucking sent to space. Anyways, though, you properly and thoroughly destroy the assorted pillars and corners of this building. She's an elf, so she's dexterous with her hands. Mm-hmm. Totally not racist at all. Not racist at all. So I swear.
Mm-hmm. 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 So we have Marshall's hammer. We don't really have anything else. I
mean, if you want, you can borrow one of the food bars from one of the Seekers.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Nebby can't really help you there.
That's fine. That's fine. Be ready.
She'll be lookout.
Yeah, exactly. Be ready and on the lookout. Thank you.
She'll be your guys' sort of time tracker or progress tracker, I suppose. For how far along this group of 5 is going. They're not walking super fast, but they're not walking super slow either. But they are walking in relatively similar pace.
They're making their way downtown.
They're not way downtown. They're not walking their way downtown. So, Marsha, I'm curious. What do you do after you have your building trip fall set up?
I wait till they get in the middle and do a loud whistle. And as soon as they're in the middle, cut the strings and let it fall on them.
Now, here's the thing. One of them might actually live.
Perfect.
I'm wondering, like, there's no rules in this for how much a building or something falling on another thing does, as far as I'm aware.
No.
I feel like
we'll say for simplicity, say that the 4 statless guys die outright because fuck, 3 of them are meant to be sort of weak anyway, so I don't care about them. The one guy with the cleaver and everything, he's meant to be fast and relatively strong, but maybe not necessarily bulky and sturdy, so we'll say he's dead.
Can deal damage but not take a hit.
Essentially.
Okay. Yeah, it's around 150 pounds per cubic foot. So
how much a building is?
20 by 10. By 2.
What was the formula again?
150, and I'm assuming the building's probably like 20 by 10.
Yeah, that would be fair, yeah.
Per story.
So 2 stories. Or how many stories?
2 stories. It's 3 stories, but you set up the trip fall from the bottom. Well, I guess like half
okay.
Of the
It's about 60,000 pounds falling on them.
Okay.
So 60,000 d6.
I'm not gonna type that in because I think I might break roll 20. It also lagged the hell.
You know what? I was gonna do it as a joke, then I'm like, you know what? It genuinely might fuck everything, so how about now? You could do like 100 d6. Maximum of 600 damage. Minimum of 100 damage. It would kill whatever the fuck it lands on.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, that didn't take up the entire screen. I'm surprised.
It took up most of it.
Took up most of it for me, yeah.
It's probably how fast it calculated that, too. It's just like, and done.
Yeah, I know. Man, imagine we had exploding dice in this game.
Oh,
Oof.
Jesus.
I'm contemplating doing that for some mechanics, exploding dice.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing for you, though.
But I
Or
won't.
against you.
No. I steal. I love the idea of exploding dice so much, but at the same time...
No, for simplicity's sake, we'll say they're all dead. Because I don't think this guy has a means of dodging it or moving away from it, and he does not have 364 HP. Which I would think is that surprising to hear.
As it
So,
crumbles on him, and just look over the Janik. Smile.
that was loud as hell, though, adventurer.
And we are very quick.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
When did it down?
Honor's already signaling the other side of the street.
Mhm.
We need to go, like, 2
Yesterday,
days
too.
ago.
Seeing this happen, are they all buried under this?
They're all buried under rubble, crumbled underneath somewhere.
Noted. Effective. Impressive.
Effective.
Just knock a damn building over on top of them.
I guess you can take that off the bucket list, Marshall. Kill creature with building.
Creatures.
Everything is a weapon if you put your mind to it.
That is a very on-point quote, Marshall.
I've heard a quote that's very similar, except one word is different. I'm not gonna
Yes.
tell anything.
Yes, I have to.
Moving on.
Cactus. That's all I had to say.
Moving on. You guys begin booking it, but stealthily booking it, which requires me to tell you guys to make more stealth checks.
More stealth check.
Do I think it's worth it to cast a second level spell on
Look
us?
at Aldrich
to
carrying the
assist.
team.
Oof, my thing first.
I will determine it by how bad I do on this roll. Nope, not gonna
Oh.
cast it. We're fine. Ish. Finish. We're finished.
Yeah, but how do you know how well you did on the?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you decide I'm gonna do it afterwards, I'll be like, no, you can't. That's not how this works.
Well, fair. I'll give you that.
Technically, Garth, none of us are finished.
Thank you for being the only one that heard my bad joke.
Let's see. That's Nevi's. Mira. Ooh, Nat 2 Mira. Danaway. Danaway holding her own, just fine. Henri, you're not trained in stealth, you just have good dex. Well, see that the dex didn't help you there. Shame. And then Evelyn. Street kid. Not bad. And then last, but certainly not least, the threes. Alright, well, Janik holding his own again with a nat 20. Glaz keeping his own with a 15. Oh, Van Eyck. He really fucking liked that idea, Marshall. He's fucking giddy about it. That was so fucking crazy, dude. And it
Oh,
worked.
fuck, I messed up all the numbers.
And Janik is telling him to shut the hell up and get to running.
Our average is like 20 or something.
As we're running back, see, look at that. We covered the whole group and didn't have to use a single spell.
Who are you saying this to?
Anyone that's near me.
Which is probably met with a round of a shh.
Yeah, it's
Good plan, but shh.
12. Average is 17.66666666667.
Well, we're caught.
AK 18. And the DC was 20, nerd. No, staying.
Nerd.
Get
If I were just an asshole GM, I'd be like, the DC is actually 19. You're what off? You're what off? Sexy sex. So yeah, you guys hurriedly but stealthily begin making your way, double time, over to the guard outpost near City Hall in the Murmurs. Just from a distance, City Hall, the guard outpost, the Murmurs have their own just sort of central courtyard in between them, and there's just their own clearance space. You know how government buildings are. They like to stand out, have their own little quarters themselves. From where you guys are, leaving the sort of cityscape of the eastern side of the river here, you guys see a number of those similarly flayed and fleshy bat people just sort of stalking around City Hall, but more like some at the City Hall, but more definitely more concentration towards the Murmurs. And you see the things that that Knopf was talking about, these sort of flesh sacks. It's more like grapes, but like they're grapes that are like the size of like watermelons, and they just sort of like are vying down and start growing here and there on the Murmurs in City Hall.
Are they made out of brass?
They're not made out of brass.
I wish I was educated and understood the joke.
They're made of flesh.
Flesh.
Little flesh sack.
Do they look like they're moving?
They look like they're pulsating, but not necessarily moving. They don't get up and move around. Just fucking vines of testicles there. Anyways.
That was a joke.
Some brass balls. Let's
you guys... It's not like the guard outposts or the Murmurs in City Hall are all, like, touching one another. They're not, like, that close. There's probably at least, like, 100 feet cordon space in between each of them, even at the tightest points, and growing wider at other points. Obviously, it's not 100 feet from guard outpost or Murmur. That's not how this works. But yeah. You also see a number of these...
Oh, it's
and this is what... Oh, yes, of course. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my game. And this is something Henri and Nevi confirmed. These sort of foot soldier creatures that they saw go to the cradle earlier. And they look like just sort of like people, like just really withered, desiccated people, except just sort of wrapping around them, like coiling around them is just layer upon layer of just different types of infested flesh. Some is like muscly, some is more like working to like tree bark, like you guys saw for the big creatures coming in. Some is more akin to just like moss almost. Hopefully. Similar, but not there yet. These things seem to have maintained their original shape, so to speak, than any of like the infested lake and the sort of really bottom tier grunts that you guys see around, which are like falling apart at pieces, you know, in shambles. These guys seem much more held together. And there is a bit of a, this time, actual hustle and bustle as you guys are sort of peering at it from your sort of city tree line, building line, whatever. You guys had to kick down the door of like some sort of jeweler's shop. It's empty before you go asking. And then Jack remarks, "Fucking looter." And from the sort of side window of this place, you could see all the creatures, the dozens and dozens of creatures at the City Hall, at the Murmurs, coming in and out of the guard outpost. You think from a distance it honestly looked normal, to a degree. So what's the plan then? I doubt they're gonna let us waltz right up.
They might.
She gives you like an "Are you shitting me" look.
What? How do they affect infested creatures respond to other ones.
Don't seem to mind.
I don't think any of us are infested, though.
Yet.
Well, if you're not fully infested, at least the few from my experience do know a difference.
Put the mantle back on.
Same.
We could split up, and half of us could lure our way, and the other half could go in.
There are dozens of creatures over there. They're not all gonna leave just to check something out.
Just so I'm clear, where are the creatures at?
They're sort of everywhere. So there's these more militaristic infested are sort of perched up, coming in and out of the guard tower itself, as well as in bits and pieces at City Hall, and like a few at the Murmurs, like corners and such. And then there's sort of like flayed out, fleshy, spat people. Creatures are just sort of wandering, not wandering, that implies it out of purpose, walking around City Hall, and then a large concentration are coming in and out of the Murmurs. So there's sort of things everywhere.
So we're like right, what, here-ish?
You guys would probably be right around like, bust out the yellow line. Actually, no, not yellow. There's a yellow line right there. I don't know what color this is line. It's probably like right around here.
It's like reddish.
It's like maroon except shittier.
If maroon was, anyways.
Like Maroon 5.
So burgundy?
Yes, like burgundy. I'm not going to comment on the Maroon 5 one.
Yeah, not a fan. He wishes he was Freddie Mercury too much for me. Anyways.
Fair enough. I don't know anything about music. So.
I mean, relatively same.
Okay, so what is our plan?
We could go up the river.
Well...
I have a plan, but I don't think you'll like it.
I think I might.
Evelyn just remarks, Gods, no.
By the way, can I get that sledgehammer
Do
back?
you know what a flyby is?
Sounds like an innuendo.
Scott. Not the best time, I don't think, to be mentioning that.
I look at Chedimir as Henri responds, kind of like, told you.
Shut up with your eye looking.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
I will literally fly by, cause a huge ruckus, and fly below the roof level. Try and drag as many of them away from where they are as possible. Try and ditch them, and then rejoin with you guys on the other end.
So our goal is just to drag them away, so that we can get past
No,
them.
my goal would be dragging them away. Your goal is getting over there.
I meant our end goal.
The problem I find with that adventure is that they might not drag all of them away. They might still be able to follow us, and also it alerts the Overmind that we're here and close to the nobles' quarters.
That's why I said you might not like it.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of alerting, and we're trying to not alert people right now. That's a big thing, I feel like.
Yo, what are we walking on?
Rock, stone, cobblestone. Well, I mean, you're inside a building right now, but up until the building.
We could try that, which is the little line that I doodled. We could go back over this and then try finding a spot where we can hop over the river here or there to just gain access. But then that requires going through the waterfront, backtracking, passing by a city center.
You said there were ones crossing through the murmurs?
Into it, not
Or is
necessarily through it. The Murmurs is a series. There's not a series. I guess inside is a series of sub-libraries. It's just a giant archive. Think of it like
Okay,
the
so
IRS
are they-
building I watched in DC.
Ugh,
Sad
right.
and miserable.
So are they constant, or is there like a gap that we could shoot?
They're flowing in and out of it, not necessarily full constantly, but consistently. It's not like there's a 1-to-1 ratio of one out, one in, one out, one in.
Shoot, why don't we just go this way?
Just go around.
Good.
I mean,
Continue.
the only other idea I have is we take a piece of plywood and paint it like the rocks, so they cannot see us from the tower.
I don't know how to respond to this from the NPC perspective.
You get where he's coming from. Something so they can't see us.
Mirror remarks. You want us to paint a piece of wood as cover and sneak around. Just
I mean,
trying to be sure.
if there weren't so many people crossing over here, then yes.
Avoiding the conflict
I
is
think we
probably the
just
best
took
call
it
we
around.
have.
Either Audric's plan is the better idea, or we circle around here.
I could put on a different face. Look like the chief of staff.
You could look like Reggie.
I don't think it matters what form you be taking, especially if it were the chief of staff. If you have an opponent waltzing up to your headquarters, it doesn't matter who the opponent is, you'd react the same way. Defensively.
Everything locks down.
Another thing I'm concerned with is that your special watch friend didn't detail if these tunnels that he saw had defenses in them.
Looking at the new sledgehammer. Given enough time, I can make it.
Do we have the time? And can you do it quietly?
Probably not quiet.
I mean, if we're going for an almost instantaneous thing that is loud, we have an option there as well.
Out of game,
I can sluice you guys over, in a sense, if we do it slowly. I can make 2 of you invisible at a time.
Do you have enough power to do that?
Is invisibility a warlock spell or a sorcerer
Yes. It's I have it for me. It's a warlock spell,
spell? Okay,
but I would be using the warlock spell slots for it regardless.
right. And you regain warlock spell slots
Short
on a
rest,
short rest.
and I also have 1 charge from the Pact Keeper that I could use to speed it up.
I'm liking this idea.
As am I.
Bear in mind, it just makes you invisible. You would still have to be quiet. It increases your odds, but is nowhere, in no way, shape, or form a guarantee.
Well, at least if we cut it, it'll be a good fight.
I have faith in my sneakers that we can sneak across if we're invisible easily.
Alright. Well, let's get to it then.
So, right. We're on agreement then. Anyone else have something to pitch?
Mm-mm.
Alright, we break the
I
tower
do
down.
want to- I do want to clarify, if the set of 2 is caught, which way do they go? Do they run towards the noble quarters or away from it?
come to the end destination or the origin point, is what I'm hearing.
Essentially. If we're gonna drag attention in one direction, which way do we want to pull it?
To just jump in the river.
Yeah,
Easy
that's a rizzer now.
Jump in the vizier.
The man wizard speed. Yeah. Up to you guys. Up to your discretion for that.
Yeah, I say we just like
Whichever
get into
way-
the murmurs and fight it out there if we need to.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're caught, last stand of the murmurs.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm fail my. Can I give myself to? No, I'm just kidding.
Boy.
Makes it all nice through. Kicks a rock. Oh,
Oops.
dang.
Hurls a boulder into the water. Oh no! Ah man, gee willikers.
I will go first.
Who?
You, Bedimir.
You to go first, I guess.
Yeah,
Frank, can
I'll
you
go
hit
with
the
him because he
invisibility
needs
spell?
it.
Thank you. Anything they're wearing?
Do I want to do a second level spell slot for Pass Out a Trace?
Do it with advantage.
Oh, okay, true. Yeah, that's what I was just saying
Invisible.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. With invisibility, and it being Marshall's idea, he probably wouldn't sabotage it. I don't think Chadamir would be super concerned enough to use a second level spell slot to cast Pass Out a Trace.
Dang.
Don't think.
Is that how
It would
little
only
you
affect
think
the
of
two of you either way.
Yeah, but that's why I'm concerned. We're in the middle of a mosh pit, and Mosh Pit's like, "Oh, there's a bitch over here. They're gonna die." It's like, well, you gotta worry about the two of us.
Yeah, that's exactly what they would say, yeah.
23 and 20. Okay, so it's like 21 and a half is the average.
That is indeed the
Contact me
average.
over the earpiece when you have cleared.
Mhm.
You have an hour to get there.
It doesn't take an hour to get there. It probably takes you, if you're moving slowly, as you would be with stuff, probably like 25 minutes, but not an hour.
Tell them to ring us when they get across and we will let them know. Make sure every group has at least one earring.
I'll try to
Is that
find a
what
spot for us
Kirby
to
said?
hide in when we're on the other side.
Not much vacuum, my dude.
Not much what?
There's not much behind City Hall.
Yeah.
No, we technically only need one earring, but having multiple will be more.
Beneficial.
Yeah, because if you can use the earring to navigate the second group, and then the person who arrived first can contact me and tell me when to drop the spell when they regroup on the other end. So if Marshall and Chadamir finds a hidey hole and then describes where that is, the next group will go there, and then when they arrive, I drop the next, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. How to determine it? Chadamir, roll me your survival. It'd either be this or luck, but I don't think luck would be applicable.
18, 25.
Which pink line are you trying to go for? Which tunnel? Top or bottom?
I think, personally, I would say bottom because it's the closest one, so it's less travel time, less likely to be caught.
But you'd be going right past the two populated
That is the other point.
sections.
Which way is least populated then? Which route?
Probably should have made this a brighter color.
Or that works too. Okay. in that case.
Not that way, because then you had to pass by the City Hall still.
So what I'm hearing is like that, right? Anyways, yeah, if we're gonna arc around that way, then definitely go for the higher up one.
in technicality, you could just go the higher up way and then sleuth around the entirety of City Hall and go to the bottom one. It's up to you guys. I say
I like
that's
it.
important.
May as well start with the top one then.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's unnecessary amount of time and unnecessary amount of risk.
As we're passing it, I want to look over at the waterfront and see if I can see any of the crab people.
Okay.
The supposed crab people.
I'll talk into the earpiece and I ask Chedimir to remind Marshall that if he takes any of aggressive action, the invisibility will cease functioning.
I translate that and pointedly say, don't take aggressive actions currently.
That's so good.
Hit stuff, make visible.
How much more of an aggressive action can we take than invading a town?
Marshall,
He's
I
got
trust
you!
I trust you to be
He's got-
intelligent enough to understand what I'm saying here.
Chedimir,
Don't fight
hit stuff,
things right now.
hit stuff, make visible.
Hit stuff, make visible. Now shh.
You're just so demeaning to Marshall.
I'm being
Okay.
genuine. I'm just like, I trust you to be smart. Don't hit things.
But then you make those lines against him. I don't believe you. You actually duck into the tunnel itself. There's no large enough structure around here to hold 12 people inside or around or anything. So you go for the next best thing. The tunnel itself. With for 25 in survival, I'll include your checking of it. It does not have any traps, nor defenses.
How frequently does it seem traveled?
Heavily.
Ooh boy. Should make a note of this is the only real hiding spot, but also be prepared to bolt, because something could come in or out at any second.
Does it look big enough for the courier to pass through?
Oh yeah. It's
A
like
big,
a wide. It's like double wide or double doors for like a town gate, wide and tall.
Are you guys in the clear? Can I drop the...
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Who's up next?
Venig volunteers. Jag volunteers. Mostly keep Venig out of trouble.
Alright, Seeker's up next.
Venig's like hyping himself up. Not gonna lie, magic stuff on me usually feels pretty weird. Jag just gives him a look. Don't ever say that again. Aye, sir. Alright, time for some stealth rolls. With Avantage.
Avantage.
Be the autumn breeze.
Ooh.
Glad you gamed that invisibility.
What the heck? I told it to go with advantage. What?
Okay, that's
Alright,
better.
well, we know which one's Janik.
Yeah.
Run that pay raise.
Eventually, Chedimir Marshall. Chedimir, you just feel a hand on your shoulder, like a, and then because that sort of counts as an action, Jag, on invisibles behind you, and get your nod.
Yeah, she just says next group.
Technically,
my
it
hand
has to
over
be
to-
an attack or a spell.
Punches are in there.
Yeah, punch. Aggressive pat on the shoulder.
I've reached my hand out to a Chedimir. I told you it's going to be Janik.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
I only went because of him. He points at like an empty space. Hi. Sorry. This is crazy though.
Yeah, yeah.
Venig, shut it. Yes, sir. Get to the other side of this wall. Some observation post or something. Who's next up?
I will use the rod of the Pact Keeper to speed it up a little bit. Otherwise,
The thing
I
is,
have to wait 10 minutes.
It'll take like an hour.
between. Oh, so you could you can short rest and concentrate.
can you?
Oh, damn.
Well, then I would do that.
Can you really?
Oh yeah. Why do you
Alright,
think
so I
you can
thought you
do a
couldn't do it.
24-hour hunter's mark?
Oh yeah, yes. Shit, you right.
In that case, I would preserve my Pact Keeper if possible, and
Yeah.
Just take a small nap between each spell usage.
That probably takes like, it's like 25 minutes to get across. You can send people every 25 minutes.
then I would do so.
So 25 times 6. So I can't math. I put the calculator away. Why?
25 times 6, just shy of 3 hours. 2:30. Maybe.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, 2.5 hours. Yeah, I see no problem here. Now, of course, we can't just jump to the end. We gotta make sure no one gets some double nat ones.
I say Mira and Nevi next.
Sure.
Since I'm doing the concentrating, I will go last.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to go last. Alright, Mira, you got fucking plus 11 to stealth, so
Okay.
yeah.
Nevi notoriously terrible with stealth.
But she has advantage though.
Notorious still bad.
There's double nat ones.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. We'll say Henri and Glaz, the two holy seekers. I feel when Henri doesn't have stealth train.
I hold up a hand to Janik, like expecting a coin. Like, I told you Henri would be next.
I'm glad you're safe, Nevi.
Thanks. How the fuck do you know who's coming next? That makes no sense.
I don't know. He just does it.
Are you guys playing a game right now? No, we're not playing a game, adventurer. Just don't play against him. Okay.
It's less a game and more Marshall is like somehow knows who's gonna go next. It's weird. He's done it like 3 times so far.
Next up would be Seema and Evelyn.
Oh, I called it again! I knew it!
Are you
Not
actually?
Evelyn, but Stima.
What the fuck?
Well, the thing is, Danway's definitely going with Aldrich, so... Seema, make me a stealth check at advantage.
Let's do it.
Luckily, you don't have that terrible armor anymore. You're trained in stealth? Oh no, that's your role. Never
That
mind.
was, yeah, not me.
Still.
Nah, Seema's totally trained in stealth.
Why do you think I
Yo,
was so
that
surprised?
19 roll.
Y'all are knocking
Told
out
ya,
park.
I always win.
Seema don't make dumb bets. She only makes rigged ones.
I don't miss.
Danway gives you a smile, Aldrich. Right behind you.
Are she and I last ones? Or
Yep.
are we the only ones left?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
As soon as Sima pops up, I just stretch out and flex. It's just too easy.
Evelyn hands you a coin.
I also hand him a coin. Where's my money? I gotta mark that down.
Totally in sync.
Totally in sync. My goodness.
Hold my beer and call me Justin.
I'll hold your beer. I'm not gonna call you Justin.
Just in time for the guard to ambush.
Okay, Mr. Timberlake. So anyways. Eventually, Apple in front of you. Audric. And Danway. Are you fucking kidding? Oh, wait a minute.
There was only 2 left there. You don't have to pay him that time.
Henri, did you make a bet against him when there's only... Shut up! I did not. She stubbornly hands you a coin, Marshall.
Put her hand on her shoulder. You just gotta know people.
So, for the sake of my spell slots here, Crash, there would be 1 or 2 Warlock slots on cooldown there for the last when I arrive.
If you rested for the...
How many slots do you have in total?
I have 2 that I rest. Have to rest between each 2.
Right. You spelled it. Your goddamn Newton's cradle.
I'm sorry, it's driving me insane at this point.
Yeah, Warlock have 2 till what? 11? I think they get the 3rd spell slot at 11.
Something like that.
In my mind. You should have 1 remaining,
Then I will mark 1 down.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have at least 1 on cooldown because.
Yeah, like 1 constantly renewing. Yeah.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but
Because you're my friend. I'm confused.
it would be because I just used it and I can't rest while I'm sneaking around.
Yeah.
So 1 at the minimum would definitely be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You'd have at least 1 remaining because you would have had both at the time the second team or the team prior to you got there because it takes 25 minutes and only 10 minutes to do a short rest.
Yes. So that okay. Good.
Yeah. All right, you guys are.
Who is tapping?
That's
Garth-Mod
Garth-Mod's
cradle.
Newton cradle.
You didn't hear shit?
I've been hearing that all day.
I've only been doing it for the last, like, 2 minutes. I did it at the beginning, and I did it now. You've been
You
playing
did it
yourself.
earlier. I know you did.
I only did it at the beginning and right now.
No, I heard it earlier.
I'm not even messing with you.
Crash is like,
I don't believe you.
You're going
I'm sending
crazy!
you back to the Shellbridge
You're going
cradle.
insane!
Send you to the Shellbridge cradle and talk to Newton while you're there, asshole. Talk to you about cradles. Get out of here. Anyways, welcome to the Noble's
best
quarters.
investment of my life.
I could server mute you, and you can't undo it because you're not an admin.
I'll just shut up.
Mm-hmm. Bow before my tyranny. This is not a democracy. Anyways, welcome to the Noble's quarters.
I will. Because I don't know when we'll have an opportunity to take another short rest. I will use the wand now so that I have both of my slots available just in case.
You guys could take a short rest upon you getting here, and then in that 10 minutes, 10, 20, 30, whatever, however long short rest you want, people could run recon as to the immediate vicinity on the other side of the quarters.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright, then I will not use the wand.
You can thank Evelyn for it.
Thank you, Evelyn.
So, something to point out is that it is coming to closing time.
Closing time.
So, instead of me pushing you guys to take your first step into the Noble's Courts at the very end of the session, then we're gonna jump back in and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? We're not gonna do it. I'll type right now in my to-do list here in my notes. Priority, immediate vicinity of NQ. So yeah, but first off, Asonia, my dearest, friendly, flirty elf robot, get the fuck out, then come back in, and then we're gonna bust out the smooth jazz because
Smooth jazz.
we're gonna be in wind down. While I am setting up